here I live in Wisconsin, so I heat my home with fuel oil in an oil furnace, which is kind of expensive, and it's fossil fuel, and yeah. I also have a pellet stove hooked up in the basement, and that burns wood sawdust left over from the lumber industry, and put into pellet form, and it burns it. Now, that might put a little bit more smoke in the air, I don't know, but it is not a fossil fuel. So, with my pellet stove, it's an older model Englander. I like Englanders a lot because I can do a little mixing with the fuel, and I can talk about that someday. But I've been using it for a few years, and I finally developed a problem. This is a wear plate, and if the fire burns like right here, this thing is arced and it's worn away, and it's, you know, it needs some love. If this, now this is a, what, 3/16 inch piece of steel. This has been burned away here completely. Behind it is a thinner piece of steel, which is the plenum for the stove. So I need to patch this hole. There's also pretty good arc to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this flat, and I'm going to weld some stuff on there. So without further ado, let's see what we can do. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. I'm going to put you over here. What do you think about that? See if we're looking at the right stuff. There's the vise kind of in the middle of the picture there. The vise. I'm going to be pounding on the vise. Might be a little loud. I don't know. We'll see. In order to pound on the vise, I need a persuader, which is in one of these drawers. A persuader. Nice, huh? Nice big vise. But I need also some more junk around, because I certainly have a lot of junk. Alright. Okay, block your ears. Here we go. Some of it. I have to take a little bow out of this thing. May not seem like I'm doing anything, but I certainly am. There we go. Get kind of straight-ish. All right. The next step is I need a piece of iron. So what I plan on doing, I thought this would make an interesting mix with the fire as well. I'm going to be putting this piece of angle iron and welding it on there, just likey so. But I gotta cut it off. So thinking. Let's do this side. I don't have a torch. I'm going to have to hacksaw it off. That's okay. I will survive. Alright, that's the spot. Difficult. Up here. Hacksaw. Well, I could use a hacksaw. I might have something else. Let's see if I got a hacksaw here. Hacksaw. Hacksaw. There we go. Hacksaw. Yeah, just checking if you're still on. All right. Extra iron. Right. Next thing we're going to need is a grinder. Sparks are good, right? You like sparks? Little noise. Lots of sparks. Sparks are fun. Unless they start something on fire. Alright. Sparks. If I don't get that rust off of there, I'm not going to be able to weld it. I probably don't have to get all this rust off of here, but I got to get off the edges at least. So let's do that. Maybe some more. bad. A little bit more off of this side. I taste rust. Alright, shiny-ish, that's enough for welding. Now, I'm going to clean this baby up a bit. Now this is going to go here. I got a little gap here, so I'm going to have to clamber against. I don't have it quite flat, but basically about 2 inches up and all the way down. Well, that's probably everywhere I'm going to weld. You still there? Hey, cool. So sorry. Turn on the garage lights. I got them on a timer. Sorry about the Google. I'll try to get that thing out of there. Oh, yeah. So here, you don't need clean to weld because we're not doing a seal weld. I'm just a hack welder anyway. See, there's a little bit of gap there yet. I'm going to take the vise and clamp this tight, then tack the ends, and maybe tack it in the back here, and then take it apart and weld it a little more. Sound cool? Let's go. This needs to be like about here. Bigger. Maybe I should grab a vice grips. C-clamp. Let's grab a C-clamp. My lifestyle a bit. I'm going to C-clamp it here. Kind of in place to start with. Like so. I want it up a little ways so that I have some room to weld here. And I'm going to take the vise and clamp this here. Straight. As you can tell, I'm a flea market kind of guy because the C-clamp was pretty cheap. I think this came from a habit from the Humanity store, actually. Alright. Now, here's my persuader. Adjust this a little bit. Just so you can see it a little better. Yeah, kind of a gap in there. Bang it a couple more times, watch your ears. Yeah. Ah, that's better. Alright. Still about where I want it? Sure is. Now I'm a hack welder. I've never been trained in welding. I bought a welder when I was about 20 and I play with it now and then. It is not pretty. But I don't need a pretty welder, right? I just need a weld. I'll hold that on there. It's going to be in the fire. That's some US Forge Rust Buster welding rods. Probably could use a bigger one for this, but this is fine. This will work. So it's probably got a good tack. I'm just going with a new. I wish I had some bigger rods. This should have a bigger rod. The idea of welding is, from what I understand, since I'm no expert, is you got to kind of go in and out, back and forth, and make a nice little pool thing. I don't know. Those of you guys who are real welders out there, you know what you're talking about? I don't. And we'll tack the other side and then give it a few more, see what happens. Sort of have a weld there. Sort of a weld. What happens is the rod gets hot and you lose all your the coating that's on there. That's to keep the oxygen out, the flux, I guess. But it gets hot and then this all goes back. So when those cool off, I might be able to use them, but I can't right now. Yeah, happened again. I don't know if I'm actually welding or just spitting at it. Let me try one of these blue. I'm going to try one of these blue ones. They say for steel, I don't have so much less there. This is different flux basically. Let's see how this one goes. I actually got a little bit of a weld there here and there. Here and there. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's so much better. That actually worked. Alright. I know I got some kind of a weld there. Now I gotta keep A away from B. This is not too hot yet. Kind of a awful job. I'm gonna bead along this side now. But I think I gotta, let's see. I gotta clean up the spot on here so that I can connect the ground, huh? That. Some round. This weld should be better because the heat is going to come right on this one, so I'm going to try this one a little bit. Try to get a little better at this. Alright. Another one of them blue ones, please. Seems to be working pretty good. Alright, that's a little better. That's an actual weld. I like that. Look at that. That'll hold up, baby. Oh, keep there. Alright, so actual fake welder guy. Now see where that's kind of, I don't know, in the back there? I'm going to try to weld some of that. Now that's thin to thick. It's not going to go well. Give it another shot though. It's getting warm. Oh well, within the furnace it'll get a lot warmer. Do some welding around this thing here, and turn my heat down to 90. Alright, kind of like that. Welder off. There we go. Now this has to sit in the furnace against something, so I have to let that cool just a little bit, and then we're going to grind her off. Alright, let me back you off here a little bit. This is my pellet stove. This is the oil furnace, but this is my pellet stove. Underneath there is an Englander. I have a bonnet over here which takes the hot air, sucks it into the plenum for the furnace, and then sends it out through the house. Hey, there's Home Assistant server. Baruza. It's called Baruza. Yeah, it's a Doctor Who thing. We'll talk about that one of these days. In here, first of all, I got two things going on here. One, I have a mess. Got lots of dirt. So, we're going to have to clean this up. What do you think about that? Figure out how I'm going to get you over there. There's not supposed to be that much dirt in there. I take my air compressor. So this is a vacuum source down. And then I put this hose on it. That'll make you sick, sorry. Here I got vacuum. So this isn't supposed to collect really any dust at all. This is just to make darn sure none of the ashes or any of the fire gets into the dust collector. I know, a little weird. Comes over here. Here's a metal canister one that I also made. And it's another cyclone. So I got two cyclones in a row. This one right now has a little leak around the top. That's a little better. Well, I'm going to take this. Hey. That was fun. You guys okay? Sorry. There we go. I'll take this and suck all this stuff out. And you can see there's a little fire in there yet. But that's the metal can, I don't care. 99.99 of this goes into the metal can and then goes out. I'm not going to clean it out completely. I'm just going down here enough that I can put the plate back in, so I can show you where the plate goes. Clean up the rest of this later. Alright. This, a little warm, man. Warm. This is the plate we just fixed. This goes in the back here to protect this plenum plate. There's some wear on it here. I don't like that. But there's no warpage there. We're good. This has to go in first. There we go. Something there like that. Let me suck what's down here first. The air comes in on the pellet stove down below. And theory blows up through the fire. Alright. There. Let's start a fire. Going on both sides if I can. Alright. I gotta turn the pellet stove on. couple weeks later, I was successful with the repair. I just wanted to show you it running. I have the pellet stove here running in full blow mode. You can see that Englander is in there. Everything's happy. It's running kind of slow right now because it's in between heat cycles. But, oh well. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you got something out of it. I'll put some information in the thing in the description about the kind of pellet stove I have and stuff like that. Hope this was helpful. Thanks, and don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Bye.